Hello guys, it's DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Imperm, X Ryzeal, 7 Tachyon, Dodo Warrior, 7 Tachyon. They have TB11, Ash Blossom, Terraforming, Impulse, and backup at Ignister. Also, this is a part of the IronMan 2v2 tourney, and we will go ahead and hop into this. Okay, so now, activate Dodo Warrior. This is also losers brackets, so whoever loses is out of the tournament. Warrior, go ahead, dump it's basically like the new glove, but it can also summon itself from hand. So Dodo Warrior, summon itself out, and then activate the graveyard effect, special summon itself out, and then anything there, no overlay, make Rafflesia. Okay, so not just making Duo Drive or anything, making something to protect us from hand traps, and then special X by dumping Duo Drive. X effect, go ahead, search out Sword, and then special out Sword, Sword effect goes search, and then Sword's gonna grab out Ice Ryzeal from the deck. And now we can go overlay to make Duo Drive, and then Duo Drive effect to attach, and then we have Duo Drive effect to detach and go search. They're going to chain Ash Blossom. They said okay to that. Doesn't try to chain Rafflesia to that because they don't want to lose to Nib, and they have what it takes to play through Ash. Now, it does kind of suck because they also have Impulse, because they're going to Impulse this, and they're probably feeling really good about that, but we have 7 Tachyon to be able to keep extending. So reveal Masquerade, go ahead, search out Star Ryzeal, and then put back 7 Tachyon, special out Star by detaching one from the Duo Drive, and then, Star effect to place from deck. I was going to say not placing sounds crazy. We're going to go ahead, place Cross, activate Cross, and then overlay to make Detonator, and then we have Detonator effect to attach from the grave, and then go ahead, set Imperm, pass. They draw Ball Drake, so, the deck struggles really hard with Detonator. And then we also have Cross negate off this. We have Rafflesia. If we play the Ryzeal trap, that's really good also. We have Imperm. Yeah, so they just go ahead and emit defeat. And then on to the next game, we will go ahead and see Maliss go first. Opening hands, we have Ash, Crow, Dodo Warrior, Ash, Star. Yeah, and they have no idea what deck they're on, obviously, because they have Crow in their deck. They have Impulse, Chessy Cat, Droll, Imperm, and Shifter. So, okay, they just brick. Unfortunate, set Imperm, set Dominus, and then pass turn, they draw on 2 Node Ryzeal. I guess, technically we could have normal summoned Chessy, drop Shifter, and then just pray it lives. And then next turn you have another body to normal summon, then you can combo. But it's not very great, though. We're going to go ahead, drop Shifter during standby phase, and they can't Dodo Warriors, so actually, we do not have any place. So we're just going to go battle, try to bait evenly, and then go ahead, pass, I draw backup, and then go main phase, normal summon out Chessy Cat, make Lingaribo, activate Chessy Cat, pay 300, special summon out, and then activate backup to summon itself out, and then backup effect to go ahead, search and discard. We Ash Blossom that. Sure, yeah. Try to keep them off bodies. Because they can game pretty easily here if they actually go for it. We have no interruptions left other than just that one Ash we dropped. No effect on summon. They said think on summon. Yeah, just bluffing them. Activate White Binder to go ahead, set TB11. Activate TB11, banish White Binder, summon out Dormouse, and then pay 900, special summon out, and draw one. And then that draws into a copy of Called By. Okay. Turn Dormouse and the Lingaribo, pay 300 because, we're under Shifter, so it's just getting banished right away. Summon out the Dormouse, and then now we can Dormouse effect. Couldn't use it before because it was summoned off TB11. Banish White Rabbit. White Rabbit, pay 300 to special. Yeah, we don't have to be afraid of Nib. We have Impulse, so summon out Rabbit. Rabbit effect, set GWC. Now link off 3 to go into a Cryptor, and then battle phase, just go for game. So, yeah, they just submit defeat. So, on to game number 3 now. We will see Smurf, a.k.a. Clifton Land, go first. We got Called By, Warning, Diddy Crow, Ash, 7 Tachyon. They have Fua, Shifter, Jerusalem, Nib, and Delta. Okay, so this looks like it could actually end up being a pretty solid game. Okay, so go main phase, activate 7 Tachyon, reveal Masquerade. They said okay to that? Okay. I guess. If you drop Delta, chain Fua, it's a little awkward. Yeah, I was gonna say, because, normally, you always negate 7 Tachyon if you can. But okay, they're gonna go ahead, grab out X. They do have a hand, full of hand traps, trying to draw some cards to get to some engine. So grab out X, put back DD Crow to the top. Wait, also, I just realized we had DD Crow in our deck. I guess going first, it's like fine because it beats K9 cards. They might be afraid of them playing the Azuna. But, okay, go ahead, drop Shifter, and then they said Restroom. So, I mean, we have called by to go ahead and hit that. I was going to say, even if we don't called by that, which we will here, otherwise called by is unusable because then there's no graveyard next turn. You can just normal X, search Sword, have Warning, and that's probably good enough. But they try to called by the Shifter, and then they Delta that. We do have Ash Blossom, but we're just going to let that go. So go ahead, summon out Delta plus Driver, normal summon out X, X effect goes Search, grab out Sword Ryzeal. Yeah, they don't try to chain Fua there or anything. Because if this player just passes turn, then, you know, we kind of just lost our Fua for no reason. But it does kind of suck because we saw them search X, so we know they can go, you know, normal X, special sword, make detonator, so you could have at least gotten one draw out of it. We really need one draw at this point. Make Babushka, set Warning, and then pass. Yeah, so we have follow-up, we have good amount of interruptions, they draw Gold Sark, and then they will go activate Druid's Worm, banish Shifter, okay. They could normal summon Fua, and then make Amaraj with it, to try to threaten SP. Yeah, so now they make SP, and then we just Warning that on summon. Yeah, I was going to say, definitely just Warning that on summon. Even if they have an extender like Gold Sark, that's fine, because it's going to get summoned, and it'll be negated off Babushka, and it won't do anything. So pass, draw Ghost Bell, detach off Babushka, and then switch to attack, normal summon Ice. You know, we could have got hit with the hand trap there, and that would have been pretty bad for us. I also don't know if we play, like, SP of our own, or Zeus. Ice, bring out Swords, Sword effect, grab out Star. Because if we play Zeus, then that would have still been, like, a completely fine spot. Then Special Star, detach from Babushka, Star, set Ryzeal Cross, activate Cross, and then Overlay to go for Duo Drive, and then Duo Drive effect. Yeah, they just go ahead and emit defeat. They said Young Base Lord is up next. Okay, so now we have Smurf versus Young Base Lord. And then 40 versus 41 again, and we'll see Young Base Lord go first. We have X Ryzeal, Bell, Dodo Warrior, Ash, and Go Goblinberg. They have Bell, Fua, Magma, Pan, and Ketu Draco Tail. So go main phase. And then they have Activate Ketu. Yeah, their only play. Then in response, do they Ash it? Okay, they don't. I was going to say, if they Ash that, that's going to hurt. So they're going to go ahead and grab out Malulu, normal Malulu effect. Yeah, like technically this isn't as good as normal Lucius, but it's a lot less risky. If you get impermed on Malulu, at least we still have stuff on their turn. So use Pan plus Fua from hand, bring out Arthalion, and then Arthalion Pan. So go ahead, set Rahu, and then add back the Pan plus the Fua from the graveyard to the hand, and then activate Rahu. In response, chain Ash Blossom, and we're already fusion locked off of the Malulu, so they couldn't make Seal first before using Rahu or anything. And then go ahead, pass turn, draw Protos, and then go main phase, special out X Ryzeal, dump Mirror Logic, X1, Mirror Logic 2 on the Malulu, and then Chainlink 3, activate Malulu. Yeah, X is just so good in the Draco Tail. Especially like you build like a half board like this, yeah, it's even better into it. X, go ahead, search out Sword, and the new Chainlink Pan 1, Malulu 2, set Ketu, set Rahu, and then we get to pop the X Ryzeal. They said, did you add Sword? Yep. And then on Res, okay, I was going to say they're thinking there. I'm not sure what they would be thinking about exactly, because they can't Magma up when they don't have any monsters on board. That's probably what they were thinking about, though. But okay, now they're going to go special out X, and then X effect goes Surge, grab out Ice Ryzeal from the deck, and then we have Dodo Warrior. I was going to say, activate Dodo Warrior, dump, special summon itself out, and then anything there, no, activate Graveyard effect to summon out, and then chain Magma Mutt to go ahead banish that, and then we're going to chain Bell to go ahead and shut that down, so we get to keep the body, so bring that out, and now Overlay 2 to make Duo Drive. And then Duo Drive effect to attach, and then activate the effect to search. Yeah, and they don't have any Draco Tail card to chain or anything to get Gulamel to pop. That's pretty good. Okay, so now I guess you could argue in the first place maybe we shouldn't have made Gulamel. Nah, it's probably fine, just because this like bluffs the opponent into thinking you might have 5 mana in hand. So now, Duo Drive, go ahead, search out the node plus the plugin. Then normal out ice, ice effect, special out stars, star effect, go ahead, set cross, and then activate cross. I guess technically Gulamel could come up again at some point. Like if our Arthaline's outed, then we get to summon it back, or pan graveyard effect. So now activate cross, and then overlay 3 to summon out Mathmech Laplation, and then Laplation effect to try to send, you know, 1 from hand, 1 from back row, 1 from monster zone. Well, like any monster zone. I don't know why I said monster zone. Just any monster, any back row, and then a card from hand. So we're going to rip the Gulamel, the Rahu, and then also rip the Bell out of hand. Okay, and that was like the only real card left in their hand. We know Fua and Magmamut. So we know every card now. We know they have no interruptions left except Gulamel Pan. If we, you know, somehow mess up, special summon out node, send, special back out sword and defense, and then overlay for detonator, attach mirror logic, and then special out Protos by banishing 3, and then Protos effect call Earth, yeah, which like sure wipes out our own Mathmech, but also this is game on board, and we know it's game on board, and if it's somehow failed, which we know it can't, that's not true. It actually does fail here, right? Because we have an Earth on board. I guess it doesn't matter, because they're just going to go Gulamel effect to summon back, and then we just cross-negate it. Yeah, so that's just game. So, on to the next game now. We will go ahead and see Young Base Lord on Draco Tail go first. We have Star, Dododo, 7 Tachyon, Protos, Dododo Warrior. They have Nib, Druis Worm, Droll, Rahu, and Draco Tail Sting. So, go main phase, Rahu, dump Lucius from deck, push Druis Worm from hand, bring out Arthalion, and then Arthalion 1, Lucius 2, set Ketsu, add back Lucius, and then activate Ketsu to go search, grab out 5 mana, and then we can go normal, summon out Lucius effect goes search, is going to grab out Urgula from the deck to the hand, activate the 5 mana now to use the Urgula plus the Lucius. I guess we don't need to use the Lucius off the board, we could use the Arthalion, yeah. And then go ahead, bring out Gulamel, Urgula, go ahead, set Flame. We have Urgula effect to add back the 5 mana from the graveyard to the hand, set the Sting, and then pass turn, they draw Imperm. Yeah, once again, unable to link because we had to start with the Fusion Locking card. Okay, so now Imperm the Gulamel, sure, that's fine. Then activate the Dododo Warrior. Dump, special summon out, and then yeah, this time we got rid of the Bestial, so we don't have it to hit that again. Activate the effect of special, but now we have Sting to go ahead, banish both cards in their graveyard, put back, and then draw 1. That draws into a Ash Blossom, okay. Normal summon out Star, and then on summon, yeah, nothing, we're gonna hold it, they make Flame Banshee, and then hold on, are they thinking on summon or on the effect? Okay, they're going to let that resolve. Go ahead, grab out X Ryzeal, and then drop draw on resolution. Now, battle phase, attack into the Lucius. We're going to take 100. Main phase 2, banish 3 to summon out the Arch Nemesis Protos. Can't Banshee summon because we don't have a Pyro. And then activate 5 mana effect. Okay. So now 5 mana will be fusing off the Lucius plus Ash Blossom to bring out Arthalion. And then Arthalion, Lucius, so bounce Protos back, and then set Rahu from deck. Special summon out X by dumping Valon. Valon effect to then go ahead, pop the Rahu. Try to keep him off follow-up. And then just pass turn. Yeah, nothing else we can do there. Just praying. They draw Ketsu. Okay, so we lose the game. May have already lost the game depending on their extra deck anyways. Like if they play Cross Sheep, then they had already won. Okay, and they do play Cross Sheep, so they didn't even need to draw the Ketsu. So they're going to go Arthalion, summon out, and now they get Cross Sheep effect to summon out the Lucius, and now we get Lucius effect to go search, and that's going to grab out the Phyrexial from the deck to the hand. And then link off to make Selene. Okay, do we play the access code too? Gulamel and Selene, special summon, gain counters, and then go ahead, just link off. Yeah, not enough counters. There's only 2 counters, so can't summon anything back. And then just turn those into access code that gets banished. Yeah, activate the effect to gain attack. And then use the effect to banish pop. And then battle phase, swing for game. going on to game 3 now, we will see Clifton go first. We have Talon, 7 Tachyon, Sword, Retile Latency, Imperm, they have Pot of Prosperity, Rahu, Ketsu, Horn, Phyrexial. Yeah, it's not looking very great for them. Normal Sword, Sword Effect grab out X, and then nothing on Res. Special out X by dumping Duo. X effect goes Search, that's going to grab out Node from the deck. And then we can overlay those to make Duo. Activate the effect to attach. Activate the effect to detach and go Search. That's going to grab out Ryzeal Cross plus the Sword Ryzeal. Yeah, activate Cross, special Node, and then Node effect to send 7 Tachyon, special back out Sword. And then overlay those in the Detonator. Detonator effect to attach. And then set Imperm Pass. So it sucks that, we didn't get to use talents. But we have, like, Detonator, Cross with the negate, Imperm, Retaliating C. They draw Nib. And then go main phase. Activate the Pot of Prosperity to go banish 6. And then look at the top 6. That sees Urgula, Malulu. Okay, so let's grab Malulu. Yeah, everything else was just non-engine. Okay, so now put everything back to the bottom of the deck. And then nothing on res. That's fine. If they go for Malulu, we can stop it. If they go for Ketsu or Rahu, then we can chain Retaliatency. And then that basically, like, checkmates the Ketsu there. So they're going to grab out Lucius, and then do they decide to fuse? No, not fusing. Normal summon out Lucius, no effect. Battle phase, try to attack over Retaliating C. Sure, we'll take 200 there, but now you're in main phase 2, and we traded with Ketsu basically. Activate the Rahu, and then chain Detonator to go ahead, pop Lucius. That's fine. So now dump Urgula, like, technically, they were never going to use Lucius off board to fuse there. But on this next chain, they could be like dumping Malulu and trying to Malulu negate Detonator. And maybe we just want to pop their cards and not have to worry about the Malulu. Like, not trying to cross negate it. Maybe. They bring out Arthalion, new chain link. They're going to go Arthalion, 1 target, Malulu, Duo, Chainlink 2 Phyrexial, Chainlink 3 Malulu, Chainlink 4 Urgula to pop back row, Chainlink 5 Detonator to go ahead, pop the Arthalion, Chainlink 6 Imperm, so negate it, pop it, and then Urgula will get hit with Cross. Yeah, I was going to say we should be negating that, otherwise they're going to pop our Cross, and they get to set a back row, and now they get to go ahead, set Flame, set Sting. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This player left all 3 traps and going second. I guess maybe they thought they were going to be forced to go first because it's not too strange for, like, Ryzeal to do that. Because let's say you play against Draco Tail, they side down on some of their engine. And, then all of a sudden, game 3, they have 6 Charmies in their deck. And you're just like, you can go first. And then, they build a small end board and all you have to do is special X and you probably already won. Well, I guess it depends, like, what kind of end board they build, obviously. It's not like the deck always gets to build a big end board. Really depends on the hand. And then also, like, real game scenarios, like, if we have hand traps, they're not going to be able to build a board nearly as often. So now they're just going to go Urgula effect to try to add back the Phyrexial from the graveyard to the hand. And then set the Sting, or set the Horn from hand, my bad. And then pass, draw on the Ice Ryzeal. And then go main phase. So they have all 3 traps set. Normal ice, ice effect go special out star, and then star effect to go ahead and set from deck. Yeah, it's going to go ahead set plasma hole. And then try to go battle. And then still main phase. Activate horn to bounce back detonator. They said okay to that. Which is interesting because we could have went ahead and chained detonator to pop itself. And then that'll make us that way. Horn, if you read it, says return it to hand / extra deck. Then you can place 1 and draw 1. So if they don't do the first part, they don't get to do the second part. So if we pop this, they don't get to put back and draw 1. Which I feel like putting back and drawing 1, I mean, that seems pretty good to me, right? Like, I would want to prevent that. I don't care about putting detonator in grave. Well, I guess maybe I do. I guess, actually, now that I think about it, maybe I do. You know why? Because for a second, I forgot Detonator's at 1 in the TCG. Because I've played so much Master Duel over these last couple days that it's ridiculous. It is bad how much I've played. I've been doing this. I've just been Ryzealing. Ryzeal. Okay, but now Okay, so I guess it kind of makes sense not to do that because we also know that they have Flame, and Flame can negate Cross, so if we pop the Detonator, we don't get to put it back. Now they're going to go Flame, still main phase, put back Horn, draw on the Malulu, and then... Okay, still main, activate Sting, the banish Node plus Imperm. So this one's the 5 mana, Prey Age. And then they draw on the Malulu, okay, and not that. And then activate Fua. Yeah, activate Talents to look at hand. They said XD. So go ahead, look at them. It said you can keep them. Yeah, just special sword, grab out ice, and then special out ice by sending the plasma hole, and then just go for game. Yeah, so GG's. So we're going to go ahead and see Clifton's team end up winning there over the Young Base Lords team. Okay, and that's going to be it for the Iron Man. And with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.